Today I'm going to take you through the setup for client farm field documentation and seed setup for a Gen 4, 4640, 4240, and 4600 monitors. So to start that, we're going to come over to our setup button down here in the bottom left. So the first thing is going to be our client farm field in here. If we click on that, it gives us our list of fields. If we go to view all, that's going to give us every single one of the fields that we have. So we can change the client, farm, field name. By changing those, we're going to hit this yellow button on all of those boxes. So once those are all selected, we're going to go to a different field here. So once those are selected, we can come down to the equipment side. So the equipment is going to be our offsets, and as you can tell, we have a rate controller attached to this planner. So in our tractor one here, we can go through and edit the profile, change our offsets depending on how all of those look, change the name of the profile. If those all look good, you can hit save, and then we're going to back out of that. If we come into the 1775 planner that we have hooked up here, we've got our connection type, our offset for our pivoting drawbar, and then we've got our row configuration, and then some of our offsets, along with our mechanical delays. So after that, we can come over to our work summary here. So the first thing we can do, we're going to want to make sure that it's verifying as planting and seeding, or whichever operation you're using. We're going to go to crop type. We're going to change this to soybeans. So we're going to scroll through here, and there's soybeans. So we're going to select soybeans. So we can do a single, dual, or custom variety in here. We're just going to stick with a single variety. So we're going to click on that box. We're going to come into add variety here, and we're just going to go simple and go 2020 as our variety. So we're going to hit OK. So now our variety is in there. Keep in mind you can add as many varieties in here as you'd like. We're going to hit OK. So now our variety is assigned to that for documentation. Keep in mind this is the crucial spot if you're going to use variety locator in your combine. If these varieties match up correctly, this is the data that you need in order to use that this fall. So then we're going to come down to the next one here, which is going to be target rate / prescription. So if we're doing a flat rate, nothing to change here, leave it as controller rate. If you're going to do a prescription, checking that box and then adding the prescription in here and hitting OK. So then in here it's going to give us our active prescription rate. We have our look ahead, which we're going to change to 3.0 seconds. The multiplier is 100%. The next thing we're going to want to go to in the prescription setup here is the rates. So we've got our 2 rates in there already. The ones that we want to look for are the out of boundary rate. It's crucial in case we get outside of the boundary, so we are going to make that rate 15 and hit OK. So now we have something in for out of boundary. For our loss of GPS signal, it is going to maintain whatever rate it was on at the time of lost signal. So we're going to hit OK there. We're going to hit save, and now we have all of our work set up complete. We can come on over to the right hand side, hit OK, and that is complete. As you can tell now, since we added a prescription, if we zoom out, that prescription we selected is attached to our field boundary.